What's up?
Nothing much. Introduce yourself, let the people know who you are.
What it do? This your boy Major 88 Keys. Of course, my Instagram official Major 88 Keys. You know, that's how you can tap in with me. But what's up, man? We here.
Yeah, we here, man. Is 808 like a popular, I guess, producer term? You know, you got Southside with the 808 Mafia. But is it like a beat or something? Like 808. What's this? What the fuck word I'm looking for?
I mean, 808 is the low end that you're hearing in the beats. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? And you know the Baby's Jetson style, that doom doom doom. You know what I'm saying? That's the 808, or you know what I mean? That low end. So that's what he was referring to. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, yeah. I'm not a producer. I'm just trying to get familiar.
Nah, you cool. Nah, that's why I told it to you how I did. You know, it's that part of the beat. So obviously, I guess he's trying to say like, you know, they specialize in the 808 or you know what I'm saying.
Gotcha. Hey, shit, you've been doing a lot of work here in St. Louis. Just, you know, with various artists I've seen. Like recently, just did the project with Jizzle Bucks. Yeah, that's doing real good, man. Shout out to everybody that's supporting it. It's going crazy right now too. So yeah. Playboy was on there as well as one of the other producers and Tez Banker. So shout out to them. Oh yeah, shout out to Tez and Playboy. Did you see the speaking of Playboy, did you see like the little like the make it hit list thing I made with the like with the producers and the rappers?
I think I saw I ain't see the ones with the producers, but I think I did catch a glimpse of the ones with the artists on it.
Yeah, I made one like you got $10 you can either spend, like you got $5 spent towards rappers and $5 per producer or whatever. And people, I just said, speaking about like Playboy, like, I'm not a rapper, I don't know, you know, I heard names but I don't know. So people like, oh, he must don't like Playboy. I don't even know that, man.
Right.
It wasn't nothing personal against him. I just made that motherfucker real quick and just put it out.
Right.
No, people gonna have their opinion at the end of the day about everything. But yeah, I was just gonna ask you how you felt about it, but you said you didn't.
Nah, yeah, I didn't see it. I mean, if I definitely could see it real quick, I could definitely give you, you know what I'm saying, an opinion. But I mean, ultimately, anybody that's working in the city it just brings highlight to the city. You know what I'm saying? Whether they doing it on the St. Louis independent scene or they actually doing, you know what I'm saying, the bigger placements. You know what I'm saying? So. You know what I mean? I'm with it all.
Yeah, it was just my thing. Like I seen like another. I got the illustration from somebody else's post. Right. Basically, I just made a St. Louis oriented, like basically just for the city shit. Yeah. But shit, like what other artists have you worked with here in the city?
I work with other artists such as Fresco. We've done some stuff. We definitely got to get back to doing some more, bro. You know what I'm saying? We talk about it all the time. Yeah, we talk about it a lot. Of course, Jizzle, like you said, Kia Monger. I did one of her recent singles, the last sad song. Yeah. Shout out to her. She's a dope vocalist, dope artist for sure. Who else have I been tapping in with? I've been tapping in a lot with my partner DP. We've been doing a lot. Man, I've been trying to spread out and mess with it because I mainly do a lot of industry stuff. You know what I'm saying? With like Yellow Pain and Montana 300, Kevin Gates, Peewee Longway. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? All of those people. So you know what I mean? Like, but since I'm a representative of St. Louis, I'm trying to work more with more St. Louis artists and also St. Louis platforms and brands and things of that nature, because I was signed in 2014 and 16, you know what I'm saying, back in the day with good music and things like that. But
this Kanye West, man.
Yeah, but it was the Private Plane. They had it was a division up under the Good Music, which was called the Private Plane, and at that time, Malik Yufis, that was the one who like ran that at the moment. But it was a rep from St. Louis that ended up getting me the deal to get, you know what I'm saying? But that's a whole nother situation and story. But just being independent, being signed and then being independent since then, it just showed me a whole lot from an industry standpoint. That it's like, I see where a lot of the St. Louis artists got a lot of the talent, but they missing maybe the business aspect or the business structure to what they're doing. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, And that's what encourages me to work with the independent artists that are doing, they got
the business.
Yeah, because I'm 33 and I've been independent. I haven't worked a job since 16, and it's because I do music, and I've been living off music since 16. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, it's a formula to it. You know what I'm saying? It ain't to say I'm the richest person in the world, but I'm making a living off of my craft. You know what I'm saying? Without having to punch a clock. And ultimately, that's what all of us want to do. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I made that decision at a younger age, you know what I'm saying, where technically I was still living with my parents, you know what I'm saying? So if I failed, it wasn't too bad, you know what I'm saying? It ain't like being grown and having bills and kids and trying to take that same risk.
It's a lot harder, it's a lot difficult, like you said, with all those.
Because the risk is greater, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, that's that one.
Like, how long was your grind until you started getting recognition from, like, mainstream or industry orders, should I say?
And that's what I tell people, bro. Like, my journey was different. My first beat that I ever recorded and sold to a person was in the industry.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and like, I was like, oh wow, I guess this is where I belong at. You know what I'm saying? Type shit. Versus doing the independent route, getting known in the St. Louis, and then getting buzzing, and you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Instead of doing it that route, which that's kind of the normal progression. You know what I'm saying? I already kind of had a social media following, so I was already like networking and reaching out to people via like Instagram. That was my main thing, and then Twitter. And I was getting some cool contacts at that time, like back in the day, like Rich Homie Quan and Roscoe Dash and Travis Porter. Like I was, you know what I'm saying, getting linked in 2 Chainz and street execs and all that kind of stuff. So like, it just happened that way. You know what I'm saying? But that's why I had to revert back when I was like, okay, let me kind of tap into the loop, because I wasn't really tapped into none of the artists. Like, I knew a lot of the producers, you know what I'm saying, because we producers,
like,
but yeah, but I wasn't all the way hip on all the artists that were doing something in the city. You know what I'm saying? Whether they were popping big or whether they were like just bubble. You know what I'm saying?
I see you did like a lot of work. Just speaking, like we just did a project. We did like the dumb shit, in my feelings with Jizzle Bucks. Those some huge songs for him. Like it's like kind of, you know, Jizzle Bucks. He's like a rising star, you know, entrepreneur in St. Louis.
Yeah.
You know, he's still like, I feel like right now he's really taking his craft to a whole nother level with, for his artistry.
Yeah, it definitely, and those records that you named, like me, I can make the street trap music and all of that, but at the end of the day, I got an industry sound. So those records that, you know what I'm saying, that I've done, they got more of an industry sound to the record versus it being like a street banger. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why I like, you know what I'm saying, shout out to Princess Storm with Hot 104.1, you know what I'm saying? They was playing Jump, you know what I'm saying? And that's a club record, it's a radio record, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's the kind of things that I do, you know what I'm saying, as far as like when I work with an artist, like I bring that aspect, because like, it's good if the street know it, that's cool, but I want the world, I like making music that the world can know, you know what I'm saying, where you walking by and little kids knowing it, mumbling and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying, universal music, you know what I'm saying, so.
Yeah, it's like you say, shit, but then like you said, you broaden your audience as far as the artist and as a producer, so you broaden your, like, it's for the producer, you like have somebody who may not be just a rapper, they may be a country singer, you know, you broaden your rising, basically. I'm gonna go back to Kia Monger, the last sad song. I know y'all, it was somebody like spoke about, like, did you kind of help her with I guess, the lyrics or some of the writing of the song?
Yeah, I saw that. It was a controversy a little bit, but of course, you know, we diffused that quickly. You know what I'm saying? Again, I'm for those that don't know what I do or who I am, I'm Major 88 Keys. I'm a musician. I'm a producer. I'm a songwriter. I'm an engineer. I'm a DJ. That's on that side of the thing. I also do and affiliate myself on the business side with publishing, distribution, things of that nature. So I'm full spectrum. And no diss, but when I said that, I didn't say I'm a beat maker. No offense. I said I'm a producer. I see the whole record all the way through from start to finish. I know how to sing. I know how to rap. You know what I'm saying? And in my studio sessions, and that's what makes working with Major 88 Keys different, I may, in that particular sense, I'm a top liner. I always tell people that. Meaning melodies. I write melodies. Did I give her necessarily lyrics to say? No. You know what I'm saying? But did I help with melody and top lining in that song? Yes, I did. Did I help with harmonies? Yes, I did. You know what I'm saying? That's part of the producer's role. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And that's listed basically as a songwriter. You know what I'm saying? Like, for those that don't know the business, you know what I'm saying? If, for instance, real quick, if somebody was in the studio when Amarion and old girl, when that line "Eat the Booty Like Groceries," let's say that was a random person in the studio that just said that line. That line really was the biggest line in the whole song, right? They could argue that I gave them that when they was in the studio, when we were just all in the studio, and you know what I'm saying? And that may be true, kind of like how you got releases and things of that nature. That's why in the bigger professional studios, like, you either be a fly on the wall, or if you are talking, you're actually contributing to the record. Yes. You know what I'm saying? And that's all I did, was just contribute to the record. And you know what I'm saying? She just had some questions, or she might be like, oh, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say, but I feel this melody vibe. You know what I'm saying? And then she's an artist. She came with the words. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, it wasn't like I sat there and wrote the song here. You know what I'm saying? Nah. You know what I'm saying? And that's kind of like, I feel like how people was kind of taking it. But again, people that don't know the business, even if I did write the song, I wrote it. Right. You know what I'm saying? If I did, but like I just told you, I didn't write. I just helped top lines and melodies and harmonies.
That's understandable. You say shit, just like a one-liner as far as just somebody, a random person. I've been in the studio with artists where they rapping, I'm just bullshitting, talking shit. They went in there and said this shit. You hear me? So,
and on the business, but even though you're not on the business side, you could get credit as a writer, because that's writing. Okay. That's a writer's move. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's just the business. That's why I said, that's why I've been wanting to, as I work with, you know what I'm saying, these St. Louis artists, I want to teach them the business, you know what I'm saying, as well at the same time. It ain't about just paying whatever I charge an hour to work with me, you know what I'm saying, or, because anybody can record you, you know what I'm saying, or you can get a beat from anywhere. Yeah. But how many of these people are you actually learning from? How many of these people are you actually growing and scaling your business? You know what I'm saying? Like, not to brag or boast, but I can count on my hand a few people that I've actually helped cultivate their businesses to be entrepreneurs, to do whatever it is that they want to do full time. Some is in music, some ain't in music. Some is in club promotions, some got their own mobile detailing, you know what I'm saying? All kinds of different industries, you know what I'm saying? So it's all about learning and educating yourself at the end of the day, because talent can only take you so far.
Definitely. I'm saying you also worked with Mitch 3600, R.I.P. to bro.
Yeah, man. Shout out to him, man. Man, I got some crazy stories, man. But one of the most recent stories was, and it's crazy, and I do got the record, and we gonna drop it and everything like that. But he was at my studio like 2 days before. He was at my studio that week like 2 times. But this 2 days before, you know what I'm saying, that tragedy happened, that he booked the studio session with me. And I showed up to the studio, and he was late and everything. But he my guy, man. He Mitch, man. So I already know, man. I'm like, he might not be here right on time. So, you know, I'm just working on some stuff. And then he show up. He only stayed for like, I think like 30 minutes to an hour. And he was like, yeah, I'm about to go leave and go get something to eat or something real quick. Come back. 2-3 hours went by and I'm all like, this dude ain't come back yet. Damn, bro, what's up? And I was calling him and texting him and stuff. Man, he ain't. I already knew kind of what happened, because we kind of did have a conversation within the studio. So I'm like, he probably went and did that. I was like, okay, you know what I'm saying? So I went home. He didn't end up calling me like later that night, like, bro, I'm sorry, bro. We gotta make this record, bro, because man, that beat you gave me, bro. Like, we gotta make this record. Yeah. And I'm all like, man. He like, look, bro, man, I'm gonna give you double what I was supposed to give you for the studio session, bro. I'm all like, you lucky I still am dressed. Like, cause I ain't like take off, you know what I'm saying, put on like my little Nikes and just some short, you know, chilling and nothing. Like, it wasn't, I didn't have, you know, I was still like just chilling at the crib. So I'm like, you know what? All right, bro, I'm finna pull up. And you gonna be there? He's like, man, I'm already on the south. I'm like, all right, bet. I'm on the way then. And yeah, bro, and when I pulled up, we made this song, and that was the last song we made, bro, and that was 2 days before, bro. So, like, it was a whole ordeal, but it was like, we straight made that mug, and it was dope. And we definitely gonna drop that mug, like, for sure. I don't know if we're gonna drop it like this year. You know what I'm saying? It's a marketing thing. Got to see when the best time is. And plus, you know what I'm saying, we got other projects that we putting out as well. So, you know, just trying to be focused, man.
Oh, yeah, man. That was a huge loss in the city, man. You touched a lot of people, shit, just fast and shit. Just fast. I think it was like a fatal car crash, from my understanding. I know you yourself, you went through a car crash also before. Yeah,
man. That was crazy in itself too, cause like I just got back to St. Louis. Like, I was having a very shitty, like 2020 was bad for for the most part. It was, you know, it was bad for everybody. The corona hit, and everybody was making adjustments and things of that nature. But for me, the week before that car accident, I got all my stuff stolen. You know what I'm saying? Like, my car got broken into, and my Instagram got hacked. So for those that see my last Instagram, which is still an active page, I just can't get into the thing or whatever, is you can see the pictures of my car being broke, my windows being broken, trunk ran through, everything. You know what I'm saying? All my production equipment, DJ equipment, except like my speakers, but like my mobile things that I had, like my controller, my DJ equipment, my hard drive that I had, things of that nature. Even some of Jizzle project stuff was on there. You know what I'm saying? But luckily we had a backup of that stuff too. You know what I'm saying? But everything wasn't backed up. So it was just like, but yeah, man, that happened in July. And then the following week, that's when I was on the way to the studio, and I was on Highway 70 going east, and yeah, I got hit by an 18-wheeler. It hit the back of my car, and I ended up swerving like this, and ended up slapping the median on the left-hand side, and the truck 18-wheeler kept going, and the momentum just carried me all the way over, because my wheel came off, my driver's side wheel. You know what I'm saying? Luckily, no other cars were affected in the accident, nothing like that, you know what I'm saying?
Were you hospitalized because of this?
I did go to the hospital because I did suffer short-term memory loss like years ago from an accident. It was like a big bad snowstorm, like probably like, I don't know, 2013 through 15, somewhere around there, and I got into a car. It was a snowstorm, like I said, and I slid and had hit my head and fell into like a little short coma and suffered like short-term memory loss for like 3 weeks to a month. Forgot how to play, all of that kind of stuff, bro. Like, had a nervous breakdown at church, because that's when I figured out I didn't know how to play. You know what I'm saying? Because it like happened on a Thursday. I was hospitalized like Friday, Saturday. Rested up, went to church like normal, and tried to do my due and play like 3-4 chords and like draw the blank. You know what I'm saying? And I'm a conscious person of my body and stuff like that, so I understood what was going on. So what happened when I got hit by the 18-wheeler now, I guess umpteen years later, I ended up suffering like PTSD from that. You know what I'm saying? Because I tried to drive. I was cool physically though. I ain't gonna lie, because the airbags came good, side airbags. The front ones didn't come up. Because again, I only hit the side impact, so the side airbags came, not the front ones. And so I was cool. I was just, you know what I'm saying, a little, you know what I'm saying, like sore, a little stiff, you know what I'm saying? Like now, still like my little lower back maybe, you know what I'm saying, get a little sore a little bit, ain't nothing a little professional size can't carry, but yeah, but I tried to drive like that next day, or well no, like the next 2 days later, because I ended up getting like my rental or whatever from my insurance, and I hopped on 270, and I literally had, it went from like, because it happened in the evening, so it like went from like this type of lighting to a darker, and I'm seeing the accident all over again. You know what I'm saying? On the road in real time, even though I know, I'm like, no, I just got on 270.
Right.
I know I just got on 270 because I live on 270 in Lindbergh, and I just, oh snap, I'm tripping, so I had to pull over. And I called my right hand man, shout out to my guy Travis, he always known with me, that's my road manager.
Boulevard.
I called him. I was like, yo, bro, I don't know what's going on, bro. I'm seeing things, bro. You gotta come get me. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, he pulled up. You know what I'm saying? He had to drive me around for like 2-3 weeks because I was still doing like appearances, interviews, studio sessions, going out of town, all that kind of stuff. So the ball had to stick. I mean, you know what I'm saying? We all still gotta eat. So you know what I mean? I guess I ain't take the best of care, because I probably should have rested more, but you know what I'm saying, just being an entrepreneur, being an independent, you know what I mean, like it's just the ball had to keep going. But yeah, bro, I was only like that for like 2 weeks, and then I was able to get back in the groove of driving. As you see, like, you know, I drive on my own and things of that nature, so you know, everything's fine. I don't have random flashes or anything like that. But
have you ever thought like you had to take like therapy or something like that to try and get over it?
No, not really. It's just a whole lot of like, just, you know, I didn't rest a whole lot. I guess I just kind of like, with me not driving, it was, because when I'm out of town, I normally have drivers. And people that don't understand the business or what all people sacrifice. A lot of these artists or producers or whoever that's in these industries, you know what I'm saying, you know, they may be doing a lot of drinking, smoking. I only drink and smoke, you know what I'm saying, that's just me. I'm a social drinker, but I mainly smoke. But for other people, they may be doing other drugs too, on top of that too. Yeah. And then now they've been up for like probably 10, 12, 16 plus hours doing all this stuff. They out maybe party, like it's a whole lot. And I ain't gonna lie, really, that's the last thing that person should be doing is driving.
Yeah. I work overnight. I fuck my car up, just an 8-hour shift. Not getting, like you said, not getting enough sleep. Fuck my shit up.
Yeah, bro. My brother died like that, bro.
Yeah.
My brother.
And now I get any feeling, I pull over.
No cap, bro. Me too, bro. I'm like that too.
No, I could have fucked up bad.
No, and I'm glad you didn't, bro. Cause like I said, that's how my brother died, bro. He was a correctional officer and he was just working OT. Yeah. He was working overnight, bro, and he was coming home, bro, and he fell asleep at the wheel and ran into a tree.
That shit real.
That shit real as a mug, bro. So you know, so again, people see from the outside looking in, bro, and they see the drip, or they see how the lifestyle is, or how whatever you know what I'm saying, whatever social media perceives or whatever. So when mugs see niggas with a driver, they always gonna assume, oh, this nigga on some Hollywood shit and whatever, but we just had a real conversation, like, bro, it's deeper than that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
saying? You working?
Yeah, bro, like, I ain't out here just chilling. Nah, I'm up 10, 12 hours. You know what I'm saying? I'm probably eating or not eating like I should, for real, you know what I'm saying? And then, like I said, I am smoking. I'm a natural smoker, so you know what I'm saying? So it's
I'm a natural smoker.
Oh yeah, bro. For real. Cause this calms my anxiety. Cause you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, that mental health is something that we don't really talk too much about in the black community, but it is real. But, you know what I mean, as being a person that gets older and things of that nature, and especially being around more people that's in this industry, you really get to see how it affects others. You know what I'm saying? And how other people really don't take a grasp of it. It's like, and ain't nothing wrong with it. It might be, but depending on how you roll with it, you know what I'm saying? It can be cool. It don't have to affect you like that. You know what I'm saying? And for me, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I smoke. You got the CBD products as well. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not just one of those people telling everybody, oh, go get high. No, there's other stuff too. CBD products, gummies, rubs, bombs, oils, all kinds of stuff.
I started using CBD the other day to go to sleep. Dude.
No, exactly. You know what I'm saying? And that's sometimes what I need, because I've been up too long. I need to go to sleep. But like normal people, it takes us a long time to wind down. That could be a whole nother hour or two before we actually go to sleep.
I gotta work tonight, so that's why after this, we want to go right to sleep.
Nah, see, I feel you.
That's why I be like so pressed about like the time, especially during my work days. Like,
no, and I appreciate it, bro, and I apologize at the same time. You know what I'm saying? That's why I said I know we just be both moving around a lot and everything like that, but you know what I'm saying, I appreciate your time. I appreciate the interview and the platform, bro. Like, you doing a lot in the city. That's what made me, oh, who is that? Let me tap in with whoever that is, you know what I'm saying, so we can make it make sense, put it together, and you know what I'm saying, make it look good for the city, bro, because we all gotta support each other, and it don't be enough of that.
So one more question here just before we leave. I know you got your craft, you got your hustle going on with what you're doing. Like I said, it's how you make a living for yourself. Right. I know me and you, like, not too long ago when I just reaching out to producers, I didn't know the significance of it, but I was reaching out to producers. Everybody's saying the same thing. I reached out to you, I need like a little 10-second thing. I'm thinking I'm gonna pay like $100 or something. Like, nah, $500. And it's more if you want to own the beat or whatever. So like, how important is it to pay the producer? In anything, it's all about what y'all agree to. Let me rephrase it. Reframe that question. Like, let's say the person they want to let's say if you give them a beat and they make a hit, now they say they just want all the money. You're like, hold on, like, you know.
Right.
Well, my end's it.
No. And in the different industries, it does work, but when it comes to licensing and ownership, it can get from here to here. You know what I'm saying? Like, so when a song, like I answered for an artist, so when a song gets made, it's two things to that. It's the beat and it's the lyrics or the voice. That's the 50-50, technically. Because the beat can't be done without the vocals, and the vocals can't be done without the beat. Ain't nobody putting out acapella albums. Right. You know what I'm saying? So that's the 50-50. Just to break it down in like simple terms. And within that 50 of the production, that is for the producer. And that's the publishing. That's the back end. Everybody always hollering back end. Respect. Side note, some of y'all don't even produce enough volume for it to be a back end. That's just keeping it a buck. So again, just to put that in perspective, if somebody's bought something, if I sold something for $100 that I can't resell and I ain't making no back end off of, I just sold the exclusive rights away for $100. I'm supposed to be making more than $100 off of that product. You know what I'm saying? So that's why some people's upfront price be what it is, to cover what if they don't make no more money. Yeah, the potential money that they could have earned. You know what I'm saying? Like, when it comes to like leasing, like people's BeatStars and people's YouTubes and stuff like that, and websites, leasing means anybody can go on there and get the beat, which people see a lot from YouTube beats. So that's because they just not doing the proper business. So let me just say that. But So it's legal. 50, just like you go to YouTube right now and they say 1 million something views or whatever, all of them could have leased that beat and that would have been perfectly legal. So how much money is that, even if that's at $50?
Right. And that's $1 million. Say all of them bought. That's $50 million.
Off of leases.
Yeah.
Opposed to somebody that just who wants to buy it because they're an artist or they're a channel or network, and I only sold that for $100.
Yeah, I see why. I understand.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just to cover the potential earnings within that time frame.
Yeah. Which
still isn't nearly as close, because like I said, when you look at those YouTube numbers, convert that into a lot of those beats leases be like $40s and $50 and $60. You add that up over those numbers, like that's crazy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's a lifestyle off of one beat.
Off of one, right.
So you know what I'm saying? So that's why we having this conversation, because when we breaking it down now, you're understanding why some producers charge whatever they charge, but it is a business to it. You know what I'm saying? But ultimately, it's always about what people agree to, and something like that, maybe of like something like 10 seconds, that might be something that we might need to, you know what I'm saying, do something fresh with, you know what I'm saying, something that's not already done and out maybe, you know what I'm saying, to kind of put that in you know what I'm saying, in perspective, now that we done understood that it'd be that price, because at that time then you either gonna pay the lease price, which is probably, you know what I'm saying, anywhere between that $50 to $100, which other people can potentially use it, with it being, because what TV and film do, they just use it as licensing. You know what I'm saying? But you got like Epidemic Sound, people use that sometime to do, I ain't no endorser of them, I'm just giving them as an example of, because the thing that happens is people are now getting copyright claims. You know what I'm saying, on a lot of their content or whatever, their videos or their songs, and people are like, dang, why? It's because something may not be licensed properly that's in your video.
You see what I was,
and that's why I'm like, no, I'm with it, bro. It's organization to show me if you're organizing about your business and that you understand it. You know what I'm saying? Because some people don't really understand that part of the media game.
Yeah. I ain't something like I said, I'm learning as I go, but I'm paying attention to certain shit.
No, you not. You seem like you're doing your thing, bro. So I keep doing your thing, man. Salute.
Let people know where they can find you on social media.
Man, I got a lot of social medias accounts, meaning I'm spread around, but my main platforms that I'm on is Instagram, official Major 88 Keys, Twitter, Major 88 Keys, my Facebook as well. I have an artist page and a regular page, which is Major 88 Keys. Loom, Clubhouse, fan base, all of those, either Major 88 Keys or official Major 88 Keys. That's one thing about branding. You got to keep the name and the brand consistent across platforms, so it makes it easier for people to reach out to you. So thank you. I appreciate y'all for tuning in.